3 weeks ago, I went on a road trip with my family. We basically rented a caravan and traveled half of Europe. We went to Austria, Hungary, Czech Republic and all of these other countries, and it was really fun, don't get me wrong. However, I think the most fun thing in this trip was actually that I didn't have internet access most of the time. I'm gonna be honest, during the first few days I was on this trip, I literally felt as if I was dying inside. Like, I didn't have internet access, so I couldn't be on social media, I couldn't message my friends, I couldn't do anything online, so I had a pretty hard time. Because I didn't have unlimited internet, I would basically just ask for a hotspot all the time from my mom. So basically every chance I got, I would ask for her to turn on the hotspot so I could use the internet, and sometimes she did. Sometimes she actually turned on her hotspot for an hour, but that was it. Like, I couldn't use more internet than that. But after a few days I realized that it was completely pointless to ask for a hotspot all the time, because firstly it was kind of destroying my ego, so I would sound so desperate trying to get a hotspot all the time. Sometimes I would be scrolling on my phone for hours and hours a day, so I realized I could be using my time productively on this trip, because I even had 2 books on me. I had taken 2 books with me on this trip, so I realized that I could just read all of the time. Bro, this tripod is so bad. And because this was a road trip, we traveled by car, by caravan all of the time, and also I didn't have internet access, so I couldn't be on Instagram for hours and hours a day, so I had to be without the Instagram for 14 days straight. And so what did I do? I read books, and I read a lot, bro. 3 days into this trip I started reading this book called Why We Sleep, and it was pretty hard to read at first because it's a pretty scientific book. Like, there's a lot of scientific things and studies and whatever you have to read about, and it was hard at the start, but it got a lot easier the more I would read. So basically I would read like 50 pages every single day, and 50 pages in this book is a lot because every single page has a lot of words. So I would basically spend hours and hours a day reading, and I finished this book in like 7 days. So I learned a lot from this book, and I started reading another book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've almost read it fully, but I have like 20 pages to go, so I'm gonna finish this today. And the more I read, the less I wanted to scroll on Instagram, even though the first few days were pretty hard. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I had a lot of fear of missing out. I was basically thinking about all the, stories my friends were posting and whatever was going on in their lives. But only a couple days later, my mindset kind of shifted, and I thought about that I don't even care really what my friends are up to. Like, it's whatever, like whatever they do with their lives, I don't really care. And so I stopped caring, I started reading, and my life completely changed, bro, from that trip. And even when we wanted to explore things like cities or countries on this trip, the local culture, I just felt more present, bro. Like, it didn't have this brain fog that was coming from, me scrolling for hours and hours a day on my phone. Like, I literally felt alive again. These social media apps are just so addictive that they make you stressful, decrease your attention span, give you brain fog and whatever. Like, they literally drag you into them. These fucking software engineers and psychologists have literally designed these apps. Like, every single pixel on these apps have literally been designed to keep you addicted, to hook you into those apps. And so when I had no internet and no Instagram mainly, I could basically just relax. I could read books and listen to Minecraft music while reading books, and it was just so fun, bro. Like, I literally felt alive, and I didn't have this brain fog, and I felt so happy. This continued for 2 weeks because this trip was 2 weeks, but I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. Right after this trip ended and I went back home and I had internet access, like, I tried to keep myself from opening the Instagram, but this fear of missing out like got to me, and I literally started scrolling for 6 hours a day again. So I basically instantly got addicted right after I got internet access. Of course, I know 6 hours a day online is average for most of Gen Z like me. However, bro, you have to understand this, that 6 hours a day, even just 6 hours a day online, is just a fourth of your life gone like that. So now, very recently, a few days ago, I've been much more conscious about my social media use. So I've been just trying to reduce my screen time and trying to do other things. For example, yesterday I actually invited like 7 friends over, and we basically went into the sauna and swam in an ice bath and did all of those things, and it was really fun, bro. It's just so fun to hang out with friends. It doesn't even really matter what you're doing. You could just be eating or just talking or whatever. whatever. Like we grilled together, so we ate meat together and just talked basically. We didn't really do anything else. And the day before this I actually went fishing with my dad and my brother, and 2 days before this I went fishing with my dad and my brother again. So I've been just trying to disconnect from this online world and trying to, you know, do things in the real world. And it's so fun when you're actually present and actually with the people you care about and do things that you love, you know. It doesn't even really matter what you're doing as long as you're actually just with the people you care about and that you have fun just being around. Bro, this is what life is about. Life becomes so fun when you reduce your screen time and actually spend time in the real world. Like, in my opinion, your phone is actually your biggest enemy. Like, it's the only thing that's holding you back from experiencing all those memories you could with, you know, your friends and all of the people you care about. So just reduce your screen time. If you could only take 2 things from this video, they would be these. Firstly, turn off your phone and put it on airplane mode, and secondly, just go explore, bro. Go explore your neighborhood, go explore, I don't know, other countries, whatever. Just go explore and also hang around with friends and hang out with your family and just do things with the people you love and explore and whatever. This makes life actually fun and worth living. So I really hope you got something out of this video. I believe in you, bro. See you in the next one.